Never Have I Ever, just because it's got a brown girl as the lead in, does not mean it's not for you to watch. Okay, let's take these glasses off. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm Ender, I'm a freelance actor on YouTube. I make regular acting videos, the latest ones are always linked in the description below, so please check them out. Today guys, I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix show Never Have I Ever. Now, when I first saw this season 1 coming out, I watched the trailer and I'm not gonna lie, I judged the book by its cover. I was like, I don't think I can like physically watch it if it's gonna be too stereotypical, because it actually like aggravates me when I see things that perpetuate this stereotype to a whole nother level. Like, I just can't do it. So I just left it alone, and then season 2 came out. I was like, something just kept on telling me, you know what, just watch it, you know. You like support the movement, you know, like that's what Indie Acts is all about, supporting minority actors working in mainstream entertainment. That's what Indie Acts is all about. So I felt like I was kind of being hypocritical by not watching that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, we have an amazing lead, she's a new actress, she's starting out, and let's give her a chance. So I watched it. Obsessed. I'm obsessed with it right now. I have like a couple episodes left of season 2, but I am obsessed. Yes, there are those stereotypical moments in it, but they're not overplayed, which, by the grace of God, I was like, this is actually a good show. Like, I was so like happy that this show was created, because I thoroughly enjoyed watching season 1. I was like, this is really like good. Like, I was hooked. Like, first episode done, the pilot was done, and I was like, well, I want to know what happens next, you know? I'm so like sorry that I just didn't watch it, because I don't know, like, I get like people have accents, you know, and you know, I get it, but sometimes when you make actors conform to this stereotype, it pisses me off. So when Davy had her American accent, I was like, oh my God, thank God. Like, I haven't seen this. Like, the only teen Indian person I saw when growing up was, well, in Sweet Life of Deck, that was that Indian girl on the cruise ship, but she was like there on and off. The one where London gave all her jewelry to her, and then she went off the island and all, to like have the room to herself. But she had an accent as well, which I was like. And then Ravi from Jessie, he had an accent as well. But obviously he was from India, so I get it. But mainstream entertainment seems to perpetuate this idea that we all have accents, which pisses me off. Like, accents, like, that's a very niche minority of the majority of us, you know? Like, there's second, third, fourth generation immigrants, you know? Like, we don't all have accents. And besides from the point of, like, the stereotype and culture, what I loved about Never Have I Ever is that it wasn't all about culture, you know? It revolved around this brown Indian girl called Devi Vishukumar. I love that, you know? Like, they did show appreciation towards the culture. They did show how life is like, you know? And it wasn't too overplayed. And I like that the mother had an accent, and probably she does have an accent, you know? But what I loved is that the storyline didn't revolve around her culture. It didn't revolve around Indian antics, you know? It wasn't that. And I get the appreciation and what that does for people on screen watching the show. Like, oh my God, I see that. Oh my God, I can relate to that. I get that. But I loved that the storyline was greater than the culture. I really, really appreciate that. So I think Mindy Kaling wrote it. Absolutely phenomenal job done. And I genuinely mean that. I was so like, I'm like, how have I been missing out on this? Like, come on, like, open your eyes. Like, I'm mad at myself for like judging a book by its cover, because I don't know. I haven't watched the trailer since season 1 came out, and I think I skimmed past it as well, which makes it look even worse. But like, it just, the trailer doesn't show how great the show is. I'm gonna put it like that. But I feel like if I watch the trailer back, it might. I mean, I haven't watched it in a long time, but when I initially watched it, I just didn't think much of the plot. But it's so good, and I love the diverse casting. I mean, the 2 best friends of Davy are Asian and one's mixed race, which I'm like, yes, oh my God. Even the stud, you know, like the lover boy that everyone cares about. I mean, everyone's like the hottest guy over there. He's Japanese and white, I think. Yes, bring that like diversity and that. I thought he was white at first, I'm sorry, but I'm glad that they had that diverse casting. Like, so glad. And I appreciate that it's told from the Indian perspective of Davy's life. I like that it's revolved around that. But the plot is greater than that. That's what I appreciate the culture appreciation in the show. I really do. Also, what do I love about it? I love the narration. When I first watched the first episode, I was like, I love this. My first thought was Matilda. You know how the dad is like narrating everything? I love the narration of it. Absolutely. I mean, Gigi Hadid narrated one episode. I was like, what? Even Andy Samberg or something like that. Sorry, it's so hot over here. Got a huge glass of Vimto. But I'm so genuinely like, never have I ever, just because it's got a brown girl as the lead in, does not mean it's not for you to watch. It's a fantastic show, and I really hope that they get another season. I want this show to go on as long as it possibly can, because honestly, it deserves it. And I love Maitri. I love her acting, and I think she does a phenomenal job. And the casting is just perfect, to be honest. Like, I was just like, why have I been missing out on this? Like, I've learned my lesson. Never judge a book by its cover, you know? I was just scared that I'm going to see another stereotype on screen. But Mindy didn't disappoint, and I do want to credit the other co-creator of the show. 1 second, let me find out who he is. Okay, so the co-creator is called Lang Fisher. They did an absolutely fabulous job with this. I mean, one thing I really appreciate is that they show minority individuals mixing with white people, like, and living like cohesively, you know, like in harmony. Like, people just think there's like this huge divide. I'm just like, what? Like, what? I love that they show like class, like this is reality, you know, like there isn't just white people in the world. That's what TV screens show us, you know. Oh, there's like one black person in the world, like what? But this, they showed us black, they showed us mixed race, they showed us Indian, they showed us everything, and I'm just like, thank you. And then season 2, they bring in a Muslim character. I'm just like, thank you. Thank you, Mindy. Oh my God. I just appreciate. Never Have I Ever is a great show. And I feel so bad for just not giving it the light of day, you know? Is that the right phrasing? I don't even know. But Never Have I Ever, if you want to hit me up, auditions, self-tape, link below, emails, business inquiries down below. But thank you, like, thank you. Like, I genuinely, from watching it, I've gained hope. You know, it's so refreshing seeing minority actors act on mainstream TV. I'm just like, and Netflix, kudos to you for, you know, putting the show on your network. Like, thank you. Such a large network, and Never Have I Ever is doing pretty well. It was like #1 on Netflix the last time I saw it. If you guys didn't know, I actually put a poll on Instagram. Do you want to see me review never have ever. So this is what the video is. So thank you for the people who said yes. I think it was the majority. I think 100% almost, or 99. I don't know, 98. But this is for you guys. I'm so proud of the show. I just love Devi Vishwakumar as a person, you know? Like, her character is so relatable. So relatable. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, Devi, like, why did you do this? Can you just tell your friends now? Like, there were moments where I'm just like, Devi, come on, like, go and tell him that you did this now, you know? Like, I don't want to, spoiler alert, I don't want to ruin, like, in the second one, when Anissa, the whole rumour about Anissa being anorexic, having an eating disorder, I was like, come on, Davey, like, what are you doing? She's your friend. You should have just told her that. I'm just like, come on, like, smashing my head against a wall, like, come on, like. But I feel like that is the magic of this show, to be honest. Like, you're on your, like, tippy toes, like, wondering, like, is she going to tell her now? Is she going to tell her now? I'm just like, oh my God. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't watched it, you know? I am going to give any show with a minority actor a chance now, because even if I think it's going to play into the stereotype, I'm still going to support. Because I feel like that is a bit hypocritical of me to be preaching that I want to help change and normalize minority actors into their mainstream entertainment, but I'm not supporting others. So I apologize for doing that, you know, that's not what Inder Act stands by. I'm going to support and encourage and shout outs to Never Have I Ever, the creators, Mindy Kaling and Lang Fisher, the lead, my three, I'm sorry I don't know your last name, but I follow you on Instagram now. Shout out to the whole cast and crew. The show is absolutely phenomenal. And you know what? Budget. That's why I can say budget. It wasn't some low film project thingy. It was something that was meant to be worthwhile, which I thank. You know, invest your money into this now. You know, this is the future. Seeing reality on TV is the future. Seeing how the world looks in real life on TV is the future. Not having a full white ensemble cast. I do not want to see that. I appreciate the art of acting, and we all should be given the opportunity to have a moment to be part of this beautiful, this very special career. That's what I want, you know? And a lot of people get aggravated sometimes about there not being, how am I going to phrase this? There not being any minority actors in the business. First of all, guys, we need to realize this. Experience is very important. So casting directors, people out there who do the whole thing, you know, like creating the vision of it, first of all, have in mind a minority actor, you know. I know it's trendy right now to have a minority actor on screen, but one or two is very niche. It doesn't cut it. You know, that's not how the world looks like. We are the majority, hello. We need to gain experience, guys. So the South Asian community watching this, guys, don't complain about not getting this role, not getting that. When the role is right for you, you will get it. I believe that, and I believe that all stuff that I've sent out or been offered to me, if I didn't get it, it wasn't meant for me. So don't ever get aggravated like that, you know. And casting directors, industry professionals, please don't just make it a checklist to have a minority actor on set or in a cast, because don't just do it for the fun of it. It's important, because I believe that representation is really important, because if people don't see white people and minority people all like mixing, there's still gonna be that idea perpetuated that one's higher than the other, you know? White people are always gonna have their privilege, because that's what TV, I believe TV has perpetuated that. So fight me on it if you want, but I believe TV has perpetuated that, because the only people you see on TV are white people, well, used to be white people. And I'm not hating on white people at all. I mean, don't really care about your colour, race or gender. It's just equality. What is right and what is wrong? There shouldn't be this race division. You know, it makes no sense. In due time, it's gonna change, and Inder X's motive is to help change that. You know, I have a motive to do that, and I will do that. I will be the pioneer for a Sikh man to do that with a turban. That's what Inder X is about, and I will do it. So mark my words. Cheers. I feel like I've just ranted. I'm having like a Trisha Paytas moment where I'm ranting. Guys. That is my review and recommendation for Never Have I Ever. I think it's an absolute fantastic show. I don't care what colour your skin you have, gender you are, race, whatever. You know, watch the show because you can relate. It's so like... I just appreciate it so much. The currentness of it and the subjects that they talk about. You know, Davy she isn't the stereotype that in mainstream entertainment has like perpetuated that, oh, Indian girls can't do this, Indian girls can't do that. We're living in post-modernity, I think. I don't know, sociology's been a while. But we're living in post-modernity, you know, people have changed, ideas and beliefs have changed. And Davy represents change. She represents the now. So thank you. Oh my God, I just can't thank you guys enough. And I'm going to end it here before I continue rambling. And this video is like 100 minutes long. What? Okay. Bye, bye guys. Watch the show. Check it out on Netflix. Streaming now. Season 2. I'm having the best time of my life watching it. So watch it. Have fun. And stay tuned for more ethnic minorities coming to your very own TV screen soon. Cheers guys, see you later. That's the shit.